Nazir, we just heard about a grenade attack there a little over an hour ago. Luckily, no one was hurt, but it's been really the first violent incident in this election, of what has been an otherwise much more peaceful election in J&K.
Yeah, Nidhi, it was the first attack to disrupt polling or subvert the polling in the area. But in that particular booth, there was no polling taking place, actually voting taking place. We have seen there's less than 1% polling since for first 2 hours in both the districts of Shopia and Pulwama because of the situation this area is actually facing. But there are some areas where people are coming out to vote. That's why these around 2,000 votes have been called since this morning in these areas. But largely I can tell you out of more than 5 lakh votes in this third phase, just 2,000 in first 2 hours is very, very little. But officials are not actually expecting. I'll show you the kind of the security arrangements which have been made here. So this is a polling station area, and I'll show you how kind of the security which has been put in place here. Large number of the police and the security force here, they're all equipped with every security deployment has been sent in the bulletproof vehicles. So in the wake of any stone pelting or anything, so that the lives are saved, there's no injuries on the security forces. That is the first thing the police has done. Wherever they have deployed the security forces, they have deployed them in the bulletproof vehicles so that they can move in the volatile areas without any problem. In fact, in some of the areas, even the polling booth had to be airlifted. For example, in Shopia district, just for Zainpura is like 20 kilometers from the Shopia main town, but the polling stop had to be airlifted because it had to pass through the areas which are very, very volatile. This grenade attack clearly sends a message how militants want to enforce a boycott. They have already asked people to boycott these elections. The first 2 phases of this Anantnag parliamentary constituency has already witnessed dismal polling, less than 12% polling. But today officials are saying it would be around 3%, but they want it to be peaceful. Whether someone votes or someone boycotts, but the fact is it should remain peaceful. Nobody should die, nobody should get injured. That is the main priority. In fact, the worst thing happened last evening when 2 school buildings which were designated as polling booths were set on fire. That is like a subhuman behavior by anybody who is going to target the knowledge centers, education, future of these children. It may be used for one day for polling purposes, but it is the school for the children of this same area. So nobody can be worse enemy of the people and the children of this area than those who are behind burning that school. Having said that, we see this region has actually witnessed horrible violence for last 4 years. Number of civilians have been killed, number of people have lost their eyesight and injuries. So that's why there's anger and people are indifferent. Even political parties could not even reach out to most of the areas of this volatile region of Pulwama and Shopia in last 4 years, and particularly during the campaigning, people were saying, allow us to breathe, at least don't stop these crackdowns, we'll come out and vote. But somehow there's absence of engagement from the administration and the political parties. But I can tell you in Ladakh region, which is also going to polls today, Ladakh and Kargil districts, there's brisk polling, it is very peaceful, it is very nice to see there are large number of people and voting there in Ladakh. Nidhi.
In the aftermath of a clash between Trinamool supporters and BJP supporters, led apparently by the BJP candidate as they say.
কিছুই হয়নি, সকাল থেকে আমাদের চক্কাটালে আমবাগানে শান্তিপূর্ণ ভোট হচ্ছিল। তার মধ্যে একজন এখানে যে বিজেপি করে সেই বিজেপি কর্মীর মা এসে ছেলেকে ভোট দিয়ে গেছে, ও ভোট দিয়ে গেছে, উনি ভোট দিয়ে গেছেন।
যে মহিলা কান্নাকাটি করছিলেন,
হ্যাঁ ভোট দিয়ে গেছে, পাড়া ভোটার জিজ্ঞেস করুন, প্রতিটা লোক পাড়া সবাই তাই দেখে গেছে। তারপরে অর্জুন সিংকে ফোন করে ডেকে এনে উনি এসে টস টস করে দিয়ে গেল পাড়া। এই যে আমার যে কাপড় ছিঁড়ে দিয়েছে দেখুন কিভাবে, আমার দাদাকে ফুলের দোকান ছিঁড়ে দিয়েছে, দেখুন কিভাবে মেয়ে বেটা ছেলে আমার কাছে। আর আমার দাদা এই যে ফুলের ছিল আমাদের বাড়ি ঘরে আগুনে পুড়িয়ে দেবে, বুঝুন। আমাদের আরেকটা ছেলে চোখে অন্ধ, ও দেখতে পারে দোকানে দাঁড়িয়ে ছিল, ওকে ফেলে মেরেছে।
দুম করে ঘুষি দিল দুটো আমাকে,
না না মিথ্যা কথা, ওরা সব মিথ্যা কথা বলা যায় না। ছিঁড়েছে কিভাবে,
ও এসে আর গুন্ডা বাহিনী নিয়ে সবাই হাত চালিয়েছে, দোকানের সামনে। প্রথমে আমি যে বলতে গেছিলাম যে এখানে কোনো গন্ডগোল নেই, আপনার সামনে যখন বলছে কোনো গন্ডগোল নেই, ও এসে ধাক্কা দিয়ে ফেলেই বলছে গন্ডগোল নেই, মানে দিয়ে মার চালানো শুরু করে
আমার
দিয়েছে।
বাড়ির ভেতর ঢুকে যাচ্ছে।
উনি মেরেছে বলে তো পরে উনি যার চোখে হাত চালাচ্ছে উনি। ওনার বডিগার্ড উনি যে জামা কাটা হলুদ গেঞ্জি লাগানো যে ছেলেটা আছে আপনার মুখে ছেলেটা ও হাত চালাচ্ছে।
আরে ইচ্ছা করে
পাবলিক
right into the house of the Trinamool supporters, and it's a scuffle that has left a really bad taste in the mouth of the voters. But then these days everything is politics and you really don't know what is the truth, because from the other side we are hearing that it is Arjun Singh who was attacked. We really have to examine the footage closely to see what happened. In Barrackpore, G.V. Shankar, NDTV.